Good morning from Europe, 24th of February 2020. Piotr here, it's my pleasure to prepare this update for Light Forex Global YouTube channel. If you remember our yesterday meeting in relation to the particular cases of the coronavirus, so we had a meeting yesterday without the charts. The things are getting even worse at the beginning of the my day, right? For you it could be afternoon or evening, so good afternoon, good evening for you. The things are getting worse, and well, especially that some numbers may scare, and for example, well, Iran, right? There was the information about the Iran official. 12 dead, up to 61 infected with the new coronavirus. It was based on the Reuters news. Then sometime a few minutes later, there was another breaking that Iranian MP says that at least 50 people have died of the coronavirus in his city of Qom. Now the question is, if we have this kind of the differences, right, when it comes to the news from Iran, when we have this speed up in Italy, now the real question is how fake the Chinese number could be. So we probably we don't know the real numbers from the China, and we are never gonna get them. Probably that's gonna be the case. Anyway, market, the bears risk off, trying to take the advantage of that. That's what I told you yesterday, guys. It's a very sad story with the coronavirus, but we are, as the traders, we have to take the advantage of the of that. So well, the risk off is dominating. But before, guys, we will go through few charts. Let me tell you one thing. I've been here during the 2007, 2008, 2009. I was in the middle of my career. I've been doing well during this bear market. The one thing, the important thing is that for some of you who hasn't seen the market without the beats, right? It might be scary a bit. You know, I'm trying to trade very often both ways, right? For example, today I'm going to try to trade for now only from the intraday perspective, only the risk off side, all right? Because when there is no beat on the market, there is a free fall, Niagara Falls, whatever you want to call it, right? Well, if you haven't seen such a thing, so be careful out there, guys. Really be careful, because the things might get quickly against you, right? Quickly against you. There might be some kind of the gaps and the bigger than usual. So we have higher volatility. So the moves either way are gonna be a little bit different to what we seen till now. Anyway, don't forget that you can monitor my trades based on all the strategies I'm using, not only one. So the link is in this description. There is some kind of the position trading, some kind of the day trading, some kind of the swing trading, whatever. It's everything at one account. Otherwise, I'll have a challenge to manage that many accounts. Anyway, you can check it. It's whatever I'm talking. I've been talking about some kind of the risk of. I've been positioning myself from that perspective. Well, anyway, guys, I think that the pound, yen, and Swiss franc might be in focus. Of course, the commodity currencies as well. Let me explain first why pound might be in focus. Well, pound was very strong lately, right? And in case of the unexpected events, when some of your positions are losing, right? So you are trying to cover with your winning position, and whatever going on, you are closing your losing position, trying to cover the losses by the positions who are earning, and that could be with the pound, right? Euro pound, pound yen, Pound dollar, not necessarily, because lately it was like 50-50, let's say, with the fight around 130. That's my honest opinion, right? So euro pound, I've been talking about the euro pound already in a previous week. All right, we do have this supply around 84. All right, the green zone over here. We've seen the reaction previous week. All right, very clear upper shadow. All right, and I think we might see some more fights going on as long as we are below 13th of February high when it comes to the daily close, right? So if we are going to get and close above, right, we will confirm false break, and immediately we might see 85, right? So taking into the consideration what we see, what we have to the left, right, any kind of the pullback towards this today's low, somewhere around 83.50, 83.40, that's where I'm gonna to look for the buying opportunity on euro pound, right? So I'm looking for buying opportunity on euro pound, or in case of the break to the upside, all right, I'm going to look for some kind of the pullback, right? So in case we are going to see the break, pullback long, right? Something like this. So that's how I see the things from the euro pound perspective. Now let's have a look what we have on the cable, and then pound yen cable. So market was trying very hard last Friday, right? Leaving the upper shadow. So we have weekly open around the previous weekly close, and that's, in my opinion, 29.50, 130. That's the supply zone, and I'm going to try to take the advantage of that supply, right? And what I'm looking for a break of previous week low below 28.80, 28.60. That should open 27.80, and finally 26.80, 60. 50, the levels we are talking as the final target based on what we have to the left side. Let me show you. Just 1 second. Okay. So we have to break these lows. We have to close the day below, right? And that is going to open the level we discussed some time ago, this range over here, down towards 26.50, even 25.50 if you want. But well, watching very carefully, ready to try to take the advantage of the higher level. Hopefully towards the New York Open we are going to see a little bit of the bounce. When it comes to the New York Open, right, guys? Well, I'm not gonna be surprised if we are going to see, attempt to push the prices higher, especially when it comes to the stocks indices. Don't forget we have this plunge protection team in US, that's the Fed team, right? So it might be some kind of the rescue. So I'm not gonna be surprised that, for example, from now on here we are going to see some low creation, and we might end up even in the green, right? I do not expect that, but I'm not gonna be surprised at all. Okay, so when it comes to the pound, let's have a look. Another one, pound yen, very nicely trying to set it up. What's happened? Let me explain why it's so nicely, in my opinion. First, let me clean some lines. All right. Why it's setting up so nicely for me? I've been trying to fight with this cross to the downside a few times, not always on a positive way, right? So we have this type of the consolidation lately. It looks like there is a failure Thursday, Friday you know, I don't know where we are going to end up today, right? It's still time, but nice swing up creation. So if that's the stop hunt to the upside, all right, at some point, okay, we should see some kind of the stop hunt to the downside, at least stop hunt to the downside. So I'm going to look to sell Rileys. My first target is going to be bottom of that consolidation, and the second target is gonna be like 1-to-1 of that broken consolidation. And again, that's very similar to what we discussed with the pound yen. In that case, that might open levels close to 37.50, 36.35. So guys, that's it from me for now. I'm going to get back to you around the New York Open. We are going to see where we are when it comes to the indices. We are going to see when it comes to the oil, gold, and commodity currencies. Guys, don't be trapped. Be careful. Take care. Have a good trading day.